Hey guys, Dean here from fitnessnetworking.com, and today we're going to go over the wall sit test. Alright, this test is easy and simple to perform and is a great thing to use as a goal setter, so you can test yourself out in the beginning and a couple of months down the line, because this focuses on the muscular endurance of the lower body. Also, you can test yourself against other people similar to your age and you can see what's good and what's bad. I'll pop those numbers up at the end. First, we're going to give it a try. Alright, so how do you perform the wall sit? So what you're going to do is find a flat, smooth wall. Try not to use something like glass or plastic. It depends on the different materials. A lot of people seem to do wall sits in the gym against the glass because it's flat. But if you're kind of sweaty or the glass is a little bit slippery, you will just slide right down and won't be able to control it, making it much harder. I recommend using either a dry wall or a concrete wall. Even with rubbers and stuff, it can get a bit weird. So try to stick to a concrete wall if you can. And then also on the floor, just make sure it's a flat floor and make sure you have a good grip. So if you're gonna be doing this at home and you're gonna use a wood floor, don't do it in your socks because your feet are just gonna start to slide forward and it's gonna make it harder and harder, especially the longer you're sitting down in the wall sit. Okay, to perform the wall sit, you put your back flat against the wall. You're gonna step your feet about 2 feet out in front. You're then gonna slide your back down till your hips are in line with your knee. Once your hips are in line with your knee, you have to make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. That's gonna make a perfect square between your legs and the wall. And then you're gonna hold it there for as long as you can. Now, it is kind of cheating to hold your hands on your knees, so I want your hands to just rest down by your side. Keep that lower back pressed in. A little tip here is a lot of people just seem to slow down and just stop themselves from falling. What you want to do is press your heels into the ground and try to force your hips into the wall, like you're pushing that wall away. It will help you give a stronger contraction. And then again as well, one other tip is that this test is usually mental. So a lot of people come down, they start to feel the burning and want to stop because your body's natural reaction is to stop. So try to distract yourself, go on your phone, use something different, focus on the timer, think of something, think of a TV show, or just do it while you watch an episode of something, or just look at the TV. It will make it so much easier, I promise. All right, pause this video, give it a try out, come back to me in a couple of minutes, let me see what time you get, and then we're going to compare the times. Okay, here we go. We have it broken down into 2 categories. We got male and we got female times as well. So everyone's going to be different, and it's always good to keep an idea of your progress. Doesn't matter where you are, everyone's different. What you want to see is how your body's going to improve over the course of your training. So of course we start off, if you get under 25 seconds, it is quite poor. And that would be something, if someone could only get around 20 seconds in a fitness test with me, that would be a key focus, that their muscular endurance is not that strong. Imagine this is like doing a plank for your legs. Same idea, same isometric contraction. We're just hitting the lower body instead of the core. And we need to have a strong core. We need to also have the strong legs as well. So wall sits are going to be great for that. And especially if you're under that 25-second mark, literally just keep doing wall sits and just build up that strength over time. So the below average is then up to 50 seconds, which still isn't too bad. From my experience, what I've seen most people get in the gym is usually around 45 seconds. That's the average person, what I see. Usually, if they're quite strong, they can usually get over a minute easily enough, but most people usually get around 45. So if you're around this area, you are pretty much average. Even though the next one we have it in as average, and this goes up to 75 seconds, which is kind of the upper level of average, but still in the average region anyway, and still could use a little bit of leg work just to improve that on. Pretty much anything over this would be considered to be good. If a person gets around 90 seconds with me in a wall sit, I wouldn't be worried at all about their muscular endurance in the legs. It would be absolutely fine and would focus on more of the strength at the growing phase rather than the endurance. So how well did you guys do? Did you do better than you thought? Did you do worse than you thought? A lot of people, when it comes to these simple and basic tests, I know everyone says, oh, it just looks simple, you're just sitting there against the wall. But once you try it, you realize just how hard it is. So did you get what you wanted to get? Are you gonna try push yourself to achieve more? Keep trying it, keep pushing. Let me know what you get in the comments down below, and I will see you next time.